One of my favorite lessons in 21st Century Nights, and we're not going to obviously have time in 2 to 3 minutes to go over this with you, is a story that came to me by bobbing in a swimming pool. You never know when God's going to teach you something. So I'm sitting swimming in a swimming pool down in Florida, and I observed a family in Iraq for a week. And they had young children, 5 and 8 years old. And as you know, if you have children 5 or 8 years old, it's really a very demanding business. They both want attention. You got to work together as a team, those of you that are lucky enough to have a team, and it is a difficult situation. So here's what happens. I'm watching this family and I go, man, are they good at loving one another? Come the last day, I'm swimming next to the woman, we get in a conversation, and I start to talk to her, and she says, I had an arranged marriage. I didn't see my husband but for 1 hour with a person that was with us, a family member, just so we wouldn't see each other for the first time on the wedding day, because our parents arranged this. I said, look, I'm a shrink. Can you explain to me why you love each other so much? I've been watching you for a week. What's your secret? You obviously didn't fall in love ahead of time. What is it? And here's what she told me. She said, number one, I'm lucky. I got a good guy. But the second thing is, she smiled and says, you Americans. She says, you think you have to fall in love. She says, love is really a skill. If you work the skills, you have love. If you don't work the skills, you don't have love. I went back and I thought, boy, that is a pretty smart lady. And so I started to think, what are the skills? What are the skills? In Knights of the 21st Century, we go over the skills. Let me look at just a couple real quick here for you. We call it large care, L-A-R-G-E-C-A-R-E. One of the skills is listening. That's the first one. You're not going to have love unless you practice the skill of listening. The second, A, stands for attention. You're not going to love until you understand how to give attention. And R, respect. You're not going to love unless you build it on respect. So as you go forth in the next period of time, and you look at your relationships, which are the most important thing in your life, by the way, are your relationships, look at how you listen. Look at who or what you give attention to, yourself or them, and see if you can respect who they are. And one of the ways of respecting is you accept their difference from you. They're different from you. Do you give them permission to be it? Until next time, listen, give attention, and respect. Take care.